Yeah, this frame poor man's outdoors. It's about half froze and half not. Tonight it's supposed to get like 6 in the morning, like 1 below the wind chill. There's a couple asked about these traps I made, deals. So I'm going to try to set some and let them set overnight. Show you that without antifreeze, I don't have it. Like I say, around here, I don't have the access. But while I'm sitting here, I'm going to stake today. And like I say, in one of them, I don't have no springs or anything. So I'll show you kind of how I take up for my spring system. I just run me clothes hanger wire. Have to add me 2 or 3 here. And then I'll run that down to the ground. And then I'll run one from there out to my trap. I'll get back with you when I get that together, and then I'll set my trap here and show you how that kind of works. Okay. Here's my trap. I'll set it right in here. Now that wire, I don't know if you can see it in this or not, but I don't know if you can see it. That wire running right up here. A lot of people worry about wire. Trap smell, but I don't think nothing about it, because if that's the case, they couldn't walk around fences, junk piles, or nothing. I don't think the wire or anything bothers them. Right up here, I don't know if I can see it in the viewfinder and show you and tell you. I got this to a limb up above me, and I'll show you here in a minute. This comes from a trap. I've tied them together here in this loop, and that runs on over down in here to my main tree. Got it tied to my main tree, so if you happen to pull that off, they're gonna do it. Now I tied that up to that limb up here. And that works kind of like a spring, because I ain't got springs or anything. So really, when you're out here, if that coyote or fox, whatever you got, when he gets in that trap, to pull that limb gives. So to give like a spring reaction. And before I forget, name Chris had emailed me or something. Position, I guess he's seen the pennies and stuff. Not to get wrong, if you set your location, yeah, you can make them step kind of where you want them, but it's not always a positive deal, but you can. But this here works pretty good. If, like today, it's about half froze and stuff. I may have a problem here digging a hole. But anyway, I'm going to try to dig a hole and set this trap. I've got a tomato cage here. I'm going to cover it where nothing get in it if anybody comes by there. And then that way I can show you that the system I use does work without antifreeze. And it won't freeze you. It's supposed to be asleep tonight, get down to 1 degree or below or something. So anyway, I'm gonna get back here and get ready to set this. This whole ground's about half frozen, half not. Like I said, it's supposed to freeze up in the night 6 degrees and you get up 1 degree or something. So I gotta figure out what I got here. I'm gonna try my hole right there. If not, I'll have to make an artificial hole of some kind. That's the reason I didn't want to stake. Hard to dig. I'll try to make something here. Don't need much of a hole. Of course, like I say, I'm going to just leave this one. It may take longer, so I may have to fast forward or cut some of this out or something while I'm working on it. I'll just let it run, and I don't like to edit, but I may have to edit, fast forward or something. Play some music or something. Like I say, the ground's froze. It can be done. You just got to figure out how you want to do it. Make a little better looking hole. I don't know if you can see that or not. The next deal, that's them I made the other day. You just drive them in the ground, turn them, stick them in there and drive them. But I didn't want to do that today on this frozen ground. I never would get in there. So I'm going to work on this bed. I'm going to use this one. One that don't freeze too much, and I'll show you how I kind of set them. I didn't have a 2x4. If you got a 2x4, this center will still be in there, but it's just a little piece of up there in the garage. But I'll make it work. It sits in there level, and I'll show you how I kind of do it. So it's going to take me a while, but what I do, I like to offset this about 2 inches, and there's the hole to the jaw. Okay, that's 6, so that'd be 7, 8, be about 9 inches for coyote. So the way I do that, I just got there, Got no knife here. Of course, all I gotta do now is just cut a square. I just have to cut a square out because that ground's so hard. So it's gonna take me a little while. Yeah, but I'll get back with you here in just a minute. I got her out. I don't really want that down in there, so you don't have to worry about packing that. But right here is a little higher because I want this to be solid underneath. That way I don't have to worry about it freezing over there. So I need to kind of mark that. Where's my hammer? Mark that. I want that little corner right there. I just want that out deeper to where that's setting, where it won't freeze underneath that. But your edges will hold that trap up. And like this here, I need that to make my hole because I can't dig a hole there. So I'll make me a phony hole out of this dirt. I'll find me a rock or something, maybe. I don't know. This here may be alright. But like I say, you just need that hole deeper. As long as that's ground level here, that'll fit in there. And see, it's never touching. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's never touching the ground. So your trap will never touch the ground. So you don't even have to worry about it freezing there because you're going to have this covered. And I'll show you. I have some plastic here, the way I do it. But now you got an idea on this. Here's ground level pretty well. Like I said, I have to fix my hole. But keep that deeper there. And that way your springs is never on the ground. So if it rains underneath it, it ain't going to hurt it. Then all you got to do is bed this in. And like I said, I'll be back here in just a minute. Okay, so I got my chain dug out there for my wire and everything. Got my trap here. Wire in here. Like I say, that wire don't really bother me that much. Sand on that or anything because I usually don't wear gloves, but it's cold out here today. I usually don't worry about it because fences and all that crap around. If that's the case, they wouldn't be able to walk around. You know, I've got that. Like I say, I don't see as good as I used to. I don't like that on top of that. Move him out of the way here. I don't want to do that or not. Like I say, I don't see as good as I used to. I use me a cheater board most of the time if everything works here to level that trap. Don't go off here. It's kind of bumpy here. Okay. Hump right there kind of got me hung up. Okay. That's level. And what I just use this plastic because if it's going to rain tonight and stuff, I don't want it getting water and freezing in there. Cover my chain there just a little bit, get him out of the way. I just take a plastic bag out of the house or just anything, it don't really matter. And that way you're covering the whole trap. And then like this stuff here, of course like I say, I ain't got the junk today. It's froze, but it'll work. Just lay that out there, wind's blowing. There's more dirt here to hold that for just a second. Get that, and then you can take that and push that down the side, down in there. Find me something. And you can push that back up under that, kind of down the edge there, lower than this board here. And you can just stick that down in there. Like I say, it's froze here. You can hide that paper. Get it right down in there. Get that out of there. Stick the paper right down in there. Pull it tight. I'm going to have to cut it off now. Find the scissors here. Where that change stuff at. Of course, if it's softer dirt, it's easier, but with this old frozen ground, it makes it just a little harder to do than I wanted it to. But I'll get her. Well, since I ain't got no good soft dirt, because I want him to step in there, I'll have to make my hole up here so I can take some of this old hard crap, make me a little deal here, because I want to funnel him anyway. Dump that in with that. Get some of this rough stuff. Don't matter, it's rough. Now, if you really want to make them step, you stick your, get back! You make them step. Put one on this side of the jaw, one over here on that side, and then if you got another chunk or two, you can put it, just as long as it's not on that spring, and you can kind of funnel him here with that. Plus you don't use so much dirt either, and then you kind of know where that's at. So you just stick this here in there. And then, because it's going to rain, snow, I didn't have no dry dirt. So I think I've got some of this old, peach moss or something. I just had it right around the house here. I don't know if it'll work or not. I just need something kind of halfway covered. I don't know if it'll work or not. Just something to halfway cover it, and then I'll get a little bit of that old wet dirt put on there. It's just old strangly, but that's the only thing I had. I got some cedar over there. I may get some cedar out under that old tree here in a minute. I don't know what that cedar is much of. This here ain't peach moss, it's just old flower junk. But that'll keep that dry on there, and that'll keep that covered, because you don't need much on there. You don't need much on that track, because if it does rain, it won't freeze that way. And I think that there is going to be alright. I'll just get me some dirt out here. Rough that up just a little, because that don't bother them. I mean, they're used to different stuff. Right there. See, that's thin enough, but that'll throw anyway. Corn cob there. Stick it where there's Coyote. If you put your urine up here, he'll step in here anyway to pee on it, and that's probably what this had to be more because of the frozen weather. But if he happens to come this way, if you want to block both sides off, you know, with chunks, block it, whatever you got, then you can funnel him and make him come back the other way. But I like to set him to where if I can't make a good dirt hole or hide something up underneath that dirt, at least you got a urine post set, kind of like a flat or post set, and that way they still, you got a chance. And it, like I say, don't say much because it's going to freeze and rain, so I don't want that covered very much. That way that trap will throw. And I'm thinking that right there be pretty good. I got a bank here, funnel him here, so if he comes in, he can still walk up in here. This here ain't worrying about it because that's a higher bank. He'll usually look down in there, and got a hole right down underneath there. You can't see it from here. So if you had bait, you stick it right down in that hole. I've got that hole down in there about 4 or 5 inches straight back in there. So he'd have to look. This little ridge here don't bother me a bit. Because a lot of times they'll stand on low ground to look down in there. Since that is on the bank, they'll stop here to look in there. Like I say, if you had something else, if it made you nervous, you know, you can always throw something up here just to camouflage him, and then he'll look over that anyway. He'll look over it anyway. Like I say, they ain't that. But like I say, I'm just putting this on here showing you where when it rains, freezes, and then I'll come back. I've got a mater cage there. I'm gonna put over it that way. If something does happen to come by here, it won't get in it and catch it maybe. That way it'll show that it's a throw. Anyway, that's just kind of a basics more of how to set one with that deal. So until next time, I guess we're out of here. Go over there on Facebook, Poor Man's Outdoor, and give us a like. I noticed yesterday, 24 hours there on that one with the styrofoam. I didn't bring it down here. I think we had 970 views on it. It's over about almost 7,000 in the less than 30 days. But anyway, that's kind of basic idea how to set that. We'll see if that freezes tonight. So until next time, we're out of here.